everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today, I'm excited to share my 2-day adventure here in Hangzhou. It's a direct continuation from our last video where we bid farewell to Wuzhen and set our sights on Hangzhou. Hangzhou is renowned for its picturesque lakes, and surprisingly, is the first place in China on this trip where we haven't explored any ancient towns. A bit unexpected, isn't it? We opted for an Airbnb near West Lake, just a 20-minute walk from the parks and tourist hotspots. The 2-night stay sets us back $48 Canadian. The Airbnb was immaculate, and the host was incredibly accommodating. They even offered breakfast, although we missed out on that perk. Overall, it's probably been my favorite lodging experience so far. Upon arrival, we embarked on a leisurely stroll along the northern shore of West Lake. Legend has it that the lake is intertwined with a famous Chinese love story involving a snake lady and a human man torn apart by fate. The story's influence is deep here, evident even in the imagery on my boba tea. Although the taste left much to be desired, it was rather bland and diluted. Given that we were visiting during the Chinese New Year holidays, the crowds were overwhelming, leaving us quite drained towards the end of our stay. Consequently, we opted to skip some of the viewpoints, including the tower where the monks supposedly imprisoned the snake lady. While it's possible to ascend the tower, we simply didn't have the energy to compete with the mobs of tourists. Returning to our Airbnb, we encountered a small inconvenience regarding transportation. Hangzhou buses don't accept Alipay or WeChat Pay, only cash or a bus card. Despite attempting to set up a bus card online, we faced repeated failures and eventually gave up. My advice? Carry extra cash as exact change is required, with each ride costing $2 RMB. Although our Airbnb is conveniently located near the park, it's quite distant from restaurant-lined streets. Therefore, we opted for takeout. Surprisingly, delivery fees are incredibly affordable here, a luxury I'll undoubtedly miss. For instance, a delivery of pig feet totaled just 42 RMB, which includes a delivery fee of 15 RMB for an hour-long journey. I also tried a Chinese burger, but unfortunately, it fell short of expectations. the untoasted bun, and peculiar meat left much to be desired. However, considering the total cost, including the delivery fee at 66 RMB, it was a budget-friendly option.
Is it good?
On our second day in Hangzhou, we ventured to the south side of West Lake. Our leisurely stroll through the park led us to Wuzhen Hill, a popular area teeming with activities. However, the sheer volume of people dissuaded us from lingering too long. While parks and lakes are cherished spots for Canadians like myself, they're less of a novelty for the locals, leading to the bustling crowds.
The boat came right at the best time. Lobster gazebo.
We then encountered the renowned Broken Bridge, steeped in significance, as the very bridge that separated the snake lady and the human man, permitting their reunion only once every millennium. Legend even warns that couples walking across it may face a breakup, an idea we dismissed, yet still hesitated to test. However, with no alternative route, we reluctantly crossed it together amidst the hordes of people. The following stroll along Culture Street left us somewhat perplexed, as its appeal eluded us. For lunch, we stumbled upon a barbecue joint with stellar reviews, opting for the combo for two at 168 RMB. We were pleasantly surprised to find the waiter handling all the cooking, much to the delight of my culinary savvy boyfriend. The meal was a hit, leaving us thoroughly satisfied. Returning to our Airbnb, we opted for takeout once more. Following yesterday's lackluster meal, we decided on a more reliable option, KFC. True to its reputation, the meal was delicious and reminiscent of home, both for a total of 115 RMB, including takeout fee.
The thing, mashed potato and coleslaw.
Am I gonna get it?
I can give it to you later.
To my astonishment, as Valentine's Day drew to a close, my boyfriend surprised me with a bouquet of roses, a heartwarming gesture soon eclipsed by an even grander one, a proposal. In an unexpected twist, Hangzhou, a city previously devoid of personal significance, now held a special place in my heart. The following day, we made our way to Hangzhou Airport to catch our flight back to Beijing, where we would then embark on our journey home to Toronto. Utilizing a Didi ride to the airport, we covered the 40-minute journey for a mere 87 RMB, a convenience I'll undoubtedly miss. While at the Hangzhou Airport, we decided to indulge in some xiaolongbao from a renowned restaurant chain known for its expertise in the dish. However, the prices were quite steep, comparable to Canadian rates, and sadly, the quality didn't live up to the hype. It was evident when the delicate xiaolongbao broke before we could even savor it. Boarding the Chinese airline for our trip from Hangzhou to Beijing sets us back $170 Canadian each. We initially considered taking the train, but all seats were sold out due to the Chinese New Year rush, and the cost was equivalent to flying. Despite the flight being short, I was surprised they served us food, although it was rather mediocre. Upon our arrival in Beijing, we found that Didi rides are more pricier, costing us 173 RMB for a 1-hour journey to our hotel near the second Beijing airport. Disappointingly, we opted for a budget hotel for our last night, which proved to be a regrettable decision. Despite its low cost of only $43 Canadian for the night, the interior was grimy and dusty, requiring a thorough cleaning before use. The shower was particularly unpleasant, prompting us to lay down a towel to avoid direct contact with the floor. With limited time in Beijing before our departure, we ventured out for dinner. We stumbled upon a Cantonese Hotpot restaurant, a novelty unseen in Toronto, and decided to give it a try. Although the prices were steep at $60 Canadian total, given that it was our last meal in China, we didn't mind splurging a bit. To our delight, the meal was exceptionally fresh, a rarity compared to our previous dining experiences throughout the trip.
That's too much food.
The severity of Beijing's pollution was substantial, intensifying our awareness of the city's poor air quality. The adverse effects were evident, with sore throats and persistent coughing plaguing us. My fiancé even remarked on the taste of dirt in the air, prompting concerns about its impact on life expectancy. As we prepared for the long journey home, a pleasant surprise awaited us, an unexpected gift of free Cathay Pacific Lounge access. Though the food was mediocre, the lounge itself provided a comfortable break. I extend my heartfelt thanks to everyone who followed along with my 13-day China trip itinerary. I hope you found it enjoyable and informative. Until next time, farewell.